Nobody's been murdered in the last month. I think that should be the front page. You know, lead with that one. Let's say, hey, this month, 0 murders. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more Atomic Society, our fledgling. I know about the latrines. We're working on it. Our fledgling society here is coming together slowly. There is, as the game is pointing out, a teensy tiny problem in that we don't really have enough bathrooms for everyone, but we're working on it. We are constructing a new one over here. Several people have died of chronic diarrhea. Like you. What's your deal? You died of old age. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's a perfectly acceptable thing to die of. People do it every day. You also died of old age. Well, you're 84. That is pretty old. I mean, it's not super, super old, but it's pretty old. How old were you? You were 86. Yeah, you were just destined to go. I can live with those deaths. We do also have a murderer somewhere amongst our midst here. Somebody has murdered somebody. That body has despawned, but I would presume the murderer is still amongst us, unless it was Kyle over here who's already dead. Although at 86, that's a little old to be taking on a serial killer role. Okay, how's the food coming, kids? Come over here. Yes, greenhouse, I know. So the greenhouse is constructed, it is fully staffed, we've got a whole bunch of people working on it, and we are making food. We've got 15% fruit and vegetables now, or 15% of a fruit and a vegetable. So we've got like 15% of a potato kicking around. Now, what we do have is a somewhat of a surplus of materials. We've been very good about gathering materials, and as I say that out loud, I'm going to go as myself, as the town leader, go salvage that telephone pole, because we need lumber. Lumber's a little bit in short supply, but we're doing pretty well on everything else. In fact, let me just check my inventory here. Yeah, we've actually got quite a lot of stuff. Now, one thing that happened, one thing that's changed since the last time we played Atomic Society, the very first time I played it, in its very hatchling days of development, resources were finite. Why does the screen keep shaking? I am concerned about earthquakes around here. So, at that point, resources were finite. They were fixed. So, whatever was on the map, that was it. I did have the developer chip in on the last part of Atomic Society that we just did. Thank you very much for checking out the video, by the way. Always appreciate your comments. And let me know that now, at this stage of development, materials and resources and stuff will respawn. Albeit very slowly, is what I am told, but they will respawn, so we're not completely fixed on our inventory. My inventory, however, is full. Go and throw that stuff in there, and then I think we should probably get some more... I know about the latrines, I'm working on it. Right, I've dumped everything in the storehouse there. I'm going to go help them fix this because they just are taking ages to build a single bathroom. So I'm going to jump in there and help them out, and that will make that go much, much faster. Now, I have some food coming in. We have some water. We've built a well. We've built one house. I think it would be, how are people feeling about being homeless? Right now, they're basically okay with it, but I bet they wouldn't mind having some more houses. Like, this house, per se, this house will hold 15 people, but that's only 27% of my population, so about a quarter of the people we've got will have a home, which is kind of accurately reflected down here. About 3/4 of them are kind of miffed that they don't have anywhere to live. I'm going to put down... Well, I say that. I should probably put down the builder's thingamajiggy here, the whole, we're going to go build stuff for you thing, rather than relying on grunt labor to do it. No, I've got distracted. I've got distracted by Trade Shack. I don't remember this in the first version of Atomic Society that we played. It might have been there, I just don't immediately recall it. So, a Trade Shack will invite a traveling wasteland merchant to set up a stall in our town. Has connections across the waste and can obtain almost any salvaged item for a price. Huh. Well, that's good. We're going to have a vendor. Probably way too early to be doing that, but we're going to have a vendor. Yeah, builder's yard. This is the thing I was thinking of. Workers at the builder's yard will take on the role of engineers and help construct any buildings that you place. Okay, I feel that's a good thing, and we've got plenty of resources to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and build that. Ah, this seems different. They have a radius now. They will only construct structures within the circular area. That's definitely new. I don't remember that at all. Now, it's a pretty big radius. Don't get me wrong. But getting it sort of centrally located, I'd love to put it right here, but then a lot of their radius is going to be dropping off the cliff and we're not going to build anything there. I think that's okay, though, because, we can build another one, like, over here at some point. I mostly want to focus on this area. So I'm going to slap this right smack dab in the middle of town, like, I don't know, here. You guys get on that eventually. Ironically, we don't have builders to build the builder's shack, but they'll get working on it. What would be my next thing? Oh, and P.S., did we ever finish the bathroom around here? Because people are really whiny about this. Yes, we did. Okay, yes, we did. I could upgrade it. I'll look at that. I think we need electricity. And I'm kind of idle. Well, that's no good. What are we lacking in the storehouse? What could we use? We could actually use a little bit of masonry. We're pretty good on lumber. Part of that may be because I put the scavenger shack in the middle of these trees. So they will, they'll have plenty of trees to scavenge. That might have been a surprisingly good move on my part. But we're a little shy on masonry. Where could I get some of that? Lumber, metal, masonry, and miscellaneous. Oh, yeah, well, let's just go get that. That sounds pretty good. No, don't convert it into a useful building. We might do that later. I'm just going to go salvage whatever might live in there while they're building my buildy thing. And while I'm racing off to do that, you, Andrew, what are your problems? You're unemployed. Okay, we can work on that. Homeless. All right, yeah, we are definitely going to work on that one, Andrew. You should get something to drink soon. Well, we do have a warehouse. Oh, and you need a doctor, and the screen is shaking again. Right, I'm in, and I'm getting stuff. I'm getting various things, primarily lumber, but that's basically okay. Are we not? We have a well, kids. We do have a well. We are fully employed, and water is being produced. We might just need another one. My inventory is full. That's fine. I'll go dump my stuff off there. Speaking of which, how's my store space here? 71 out of 120, and come here, 70 out of 120. I got a little bit of room right now, and we're going to be building a bunch of stuff. What's my next move? A house. A house would be smart. How are they coming? Oh, they're almost done with my buildy place. Good. Let's get a house. Residence. Tenement, remind me again. Right, that requires more materials, but it gives people more rest. And the shack, same amount of people, less rest, but also less materials. Let's do a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B here. How about we did one shack and one tenement? So maybe this could live sort of here-ish. And then I'm also going to queue up another tenement thing. Yes, give me one of these. And this could... Where's your front door? There it is. This could possibly live right next to it. Come on, give it to me. There we go. No, almost, yes. How close can I get it? Not as close as I might ideally like, but right there. Okay. I should be back in town. I've dropped off my stuff. How about I helped out with one of these? That'll get it going a little bit faster. You're done. So you need employees. Yes, automatically hire people. That will probably soothe the issue of people being unemployed, or at least like 5 of them anyway. Okay. How's the food? I feel we need more food. Yeah, the food is slow. It's a little slow to grow. I should put up probably the other food thing, like the ranch or whatever it is, the little cattle ranch. The livestock ranch. There we go. Takes a very long time to build this. However, we've got plenty of materials to do it, although I should be keeping my eye out for some masonry. Most hardworking survivors prefer eating meat to vegetables given a choice. Hey, couldn't agree with you more. Could not agree with you more. But there is the potential of having vegetarians. I think this should live over here. I don't know why. It just seems to make a degree of sense. If I jump in and help building that... Oh, there's a dead person. What did you die of? Old age. Oh, okay, that's fine. Great, good. Mira here died of chronic diarrhea, though, which is a recurring problem. I think you worked over here, didn't you? Well, yeah, you did. You did, because you're not in here anymore, and your position has already been filled. Much like other similar games, your lives mean nothing to me. You are just tools for my own use. So, live, die, doesn't really matter. Wow, they slammed that shack up really, really quick. Can we tell... Nobody's resting right now, but this shack plus the first tenement accounts for half of our population, and they'll be done with the other one very, very soon. They're going to start working... What am I up to these days? I should probably go help with this, because this takes a really long time to build. So I'm going to jump in on that. And then, I like the way this sort of flattened itself out and put it on a little plateau here. I like that. That's neat. And still a lot of whining about water and food. Yeah, we gotta jump on that. I know I'm building a lot, but we're acquiring a lot of materials. Would it be smart to do the dew collector? Let me see. Water well produces 2 waters. The dew collector produces 10, but it takes longer. Okay, how much longer? Like, would it be worth me putting down, 2 wells which will do it quicker, or the dew collector that will do it slower but produce more? I'm going to put up the dew collector anyway, mostly because it looks wicked cool, and that's pretty much all I need to know. And like the well, I'm going to put that right in the center of town there, because again, aesthetics, I really don't care about the mechanics, I just want my town to look the way I want it to look. Oh yeah, me jumping in, that cattle ranch is done. That is so done. So absolutely, get some people in there. Whole bunch of people just got jobs. Deal with the cow issue, and kill them. Kill them and chop them up into meat so we can eat them. And while I think about my next move, I'm going to send myself back to scavenge this house over here. So head over there and get whatever you can get. Oh, I see people are over here. Oh, hi. Are you joining my colony? We don't really have a lot of water or food, Nathan, at all. And our bathroom situation is kind of 50-50. You may notice a bunch of people dead from chronic diarrhea. Oh, also somebody's murdering people. So, broadly, welcome to our town. You're probably dead. Yeah, that building shack is paying for itself already. They just shot this thing right up. So let's get some employees in. Why do we keep doing that? Is it shaking every time I'm doing something? I think that's the problem. Like, every time the screen shakes, it goes to me to tell me what I'm doing. Which is nice, but I know what I'm doing. That's not true. I forget what I'm doing all the time. So this is probably actually a very, very good mechanic. My inventory's full. Good. Let me go drop some stuff off there, and let me get back to getting some employees in the dew collector. Well, we're going to have some pretty good employment rates at this point. What did you die of? One of your core needs was too low. You probably died of starvation. You also probably died of starvation. You, way over here. What did you die of? Again, some sort of starvation or lack of water. And your problem was old age. Okay, yeah, you were 95, Rosie. You got it. You won at the game of life. You made it to 95. You won. Okay, here's my plan. More food and more water. Primarily more food. Because I've doubled up on water production here. One of them will take a little longer, but we're going to have some more water at some point. I think more food might be a wicked smart issue right now. Possibly another livestock ranch, which I would not mind getting reasonably close to the one we've got, so it kind of matches. No, not like that. No, even it out. There. Yes, perfect. Yes. How? Just right there? I'm willing to live with that. That's pretty close. It'll kind of match each other and look like one big farm. I like that. Now, I suppose the vegetarians are going to want some sort of, vegetable or non-meat-based food source. We'll put a greenhouse. Actually, I'm going to put that up by the farm. This is going to be kind of our farm up here. So that's going to be at a jaunty angle right there. And you know what? While I've got nothing to be doing, why don't I just jump in and help with this? And what are we low on these days? Oh, yeah, that masonry. Yeah, we got to get some more masonry in here. like super quick. What locally would give me masonry? That radio tower over there was pretty good for that. Yeah, metal and masonry. Okay, when I'm done with this, which is going to be in like 40% or so, I'm going to go back to the radio tower and scavenge some stuff up. Hopefully a bunch of bricks and stone. They'll finish the greenhouse, ideally while I'm gone, and then we might have some masonry to build something else. Okay, they're done with that. Great. Let me swing over there. Go get some stuff out of there. In the meantime, let's get some employees in the cattle ranch and, yeah, basically wait for the greenhouse to be done. And then when that's done, I've got a plan as to what the next two things should probably be around here that people are whining about. Well, I've got what I can out of the radio tower, so let's get that back at the storehouse. I want to get up really what is one of the most important buildings, I feel, which is the town hall. With the town hall, we can start getting some law and order around here. So let's get that. Oh, this has got a radius now, too. Huh. Citizens near the town hall are less likely to enact social issues. Okay. So does that mean they're going to obey the law or not obey the law? I don't know if I understand that. They're less likely to enact social issues. Does that mean they're not going to cause social fights or something? Or are they just less likely to obey the law, or they will obey the law? I'm not sure I'm reading that correctly. I see the greenhouse is built and needs employees. I'll deal with that in a second. Because I don't really understand what that means, I'm just going to put the town hall in the center of town where, a town hall should... Could you get out of the way, please? Excuse me, sir. I need you to get out of the way so I can put the thing down. There we go. Okay, they'll get going on that eventually. And we can get some law going on around here. You need some employees. You can have some. And then... All right, I'll put another bathroom down. For God's sakes, people, what are you doing? It's all the vegetables. If you weren't so big on the vegetables and all that fiber, you wouldn't be having a problem with this. I should also put up somewhere where we can get rid of all the dead people, because there's like a lot of them. And, dead people produce diseases and whatnot. You just kind of died. Chronic diarrhea. Good to know that hasn't left the colony. Yeah, let's get the crematory going here. Let's put that a little bit out of town, if we can. Probably you don't want to see people that you knew and loved being hauled in there and then set on fire. So, we're going to put that up there. Somebody will be in charge of bringing out the dead and then throwing them in a fire. And then what I also saw while I was in there, I know I'm queuing up a lot of stuff, but we need so many things right away. First aid tent. Okay, because people are getting fussy about not having any medical care. What if we put that? I kind of feel that makes sense up by the farm. I don't know why. It just kind of does. So if that lived... Sir, could you get out of the way, please? I'm trying to take care of your basic medical needs by having a tent. Yeah, right about there. Looks pretty good. Okay, so some farming, some medically stuff up there. Yeah, I like that. It's starting to become sort of two rings going on here with important stuff in the middle. Speaking of important stuff, the town hall is done. So you need employees. You can have some. Rick, you're in charge of town hall. And now it's time to start making some laws around here. Okay, so we've got a bunch of issues. Murder, that's an issue. Prostitution, that's definitely an issue. Slavery, certainly an issue. Euthanasia, vegetarians, big issue there. Big issue. Transgender drug users, cannibalism, you say. Okay, abortion, homosexuality, patriotism. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. I'll work on the for God's sakes. All right, get me out of this. I'm putting another bathroom down. Wow, that crematory cannot come soon enough. A lot of people are dead. Many people are dead. I will here's what I'm going to do for you guys, because I'm going to start getting some law and order, and you're probably not going to like that. I will put a bathroom right in the center of town. Right in the center of town. That way, it's right in the center of town. This is where I'm kind of going with that. So, there's a dead body right there. That's fussy. Can we put it maybe behind town hall? Yeah, that's a pretty good spot. I can live with that. Okay, back to law and order. And I've also got my belief system down. So we chose Satanist. Because, Dark Overlord and all that, 19% of the townsfolk Is it inclusive or exclusive of me personally? Crematory workers pick up corpses. Yeah. Yeah, oh, you need employees. Okay, hang on. We'll get back to Law and Order in a second. I gotta have somebody to get the dead people over here. Let me just go through the town here. Yes, somebody go get the dead people, and then somebody else needs something to do. Yes, you also need employees, so hire that automatically. What was, patients. Okay. This building can perform basic medical procedures without access to drugs. Having medicine makes it far more effective. Sensible. Very, very sensible. Ollie, Gracie, and Eli, you are now doctors. Right? I don't know if you've actually had any medical training, but you are now doctors. Okay, before I get back to Law and Order, let me get a couple of other things going here. Oh, speaking of a couple of other things, I should probably be salvaging stuff. I'm rather idle right now. So go get some stuff there. There was some good masonry in there. And then speaking of which, how are we at with our basic materials? Yeah, we're good on everything but the masonry. I could target that. I could specify and prioritize that. But I don't think we really need to. I think we're accumulating it at a rate to match my building speed. So let's get something for people to do around here. Something fun. They could have a theater, a chapel, or a tavern. Well, tavern is just obvious. Ah, you also have a radius now. Everything's got a radius. Well, it seems to me, my guess would be the tavern should be close to where people live. Does that make sense? That kind of makes sense to me. What if we put the tavern kind of on the outskirts of town, but, basically kind of close to where people live? This is my thought. Yeah, do that. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of good stuff out of there. If the folks in the crematory could kind of focus on all the dead bodies that are in the center of town, that'd be great. Oh, you need repair. Ah, right. Okay. We need the repair people then. We need the people to repair the things. I didn't put that up last time. I was thinking about it. And then I said to myself, hey, we don't actually have anything that needs repairs at this point. Okay, well, now we do. So where does that live again? Repair shack. There we go. Okay. You also, yet again, have a radius. Well, you should definitely be as centrally located as I can get away with. You won't quite hit the farming area, but if I put you here-ish, you'll get a lot of stuff. You'll get a lot of areas there, and you will get the thing that actually needs to be repaired. I'm going to hop over and just help them finish up the tavern real quick, because I feel that's valuable. And we're still kind of low on food, despite having 2 cattle ranches and 2 greenhouses. The water is beginning to kind of tick up, though. Oh, the well needs repair, too. Good, we're putting this thing up just when we needed it. Okay, tavern's done, and while I happen to be standing right here, I'm just going to leap in and finish up the repair shack with these guys. Employees, absolutely. Elsie, you're in charge of the tavern. This is now Elsie's place. Okay, that's done. No surprise, I am very good at building things. So Ben, you and the crew get to repairing, please. I'm going to swing out over here and get some more stuff out of this thing. And then, I think, finally, unless anyone else has some serious problems, can start working on some laws. No, I've gotten distracted by stats here, so this tells us a lot more detail about the breakdown of our town. Most people are concerned about being homeless. That's fine. A lot of people would like some sort of culture around the place, and the plague is a bit of an issue. Sex and births. Yes, all storehouses are full. I'll work on that in a second. I'm looking at numbers here. So nobody's been born. There are no mothers who have given birth. Well, those two things kind of go hand in hand. Nobody's had any abortions. Again, all 3 of these are kind of interlinked here. We have no homosexual citizens. There are no gay citizens in our community, and no transgender citizens. Okay. Nobody's been murdered in the last month. I think that should be the front page. Lead with that one. Let's say, hey, this month, 0 murders. There are no active slavers, but there are 2 slaves. That doesn't make sense. Are they just sort of freelance slaves? We have a vegetarian, that's unfortunately. 2 suicidal people. Oh dear. I'm very sorry. Is it the bathroom thing? It probably is. It probably is. But we've got another one up, kids, so it's all going to be fine. Right, so storehouses are full. I should probably build another. It's not going to kill me to have another one anyway. So let's get that rocking and rolling. And then finally, we will work on some laws around here. Put the storehouse right here. Right here. There we go. And you know what? I'm not really doing anything else. I may as well jump in on that. I think my inventory may still be full. I don't think I deposited everything. All right. We've got a lot of fundamentals here. A lot of fundamentals. Let's see what we can do. So that 19% of the townsfolk who believe in our dark overlord, that converts to a 19% chance that whatever laws I pick will have any effect. We really need to get way more people believing in our dark overlord. We'll definitely work on that. We'll get a chapel up or something. And by chapel, I mean black church of some sort. All right, what could we do about prostitution in our town? Well, nothing, because apparently it's not an issue. Okay, good. Slavery. All right, let's take something very, very simple here. Oh, wait, prostitution just became an issue. This has just occurred. Did I miss it? Sorry, kids, did I miss it? Okay, anyway, let's see what we got here. All right. Citizens are using the local tavern as a brothel. Even taking time off work to go there, it helps the pair rest and relax. Well, I think it only helps one member of the pair rest and relax. The other one is working. That's a job. It's only helping one person relax. We've got dangerous people in town. Sometimes the prostitute doesn't survive. Oh, that's terrible. Oh dear. How very Wild West of us. Okay, the solution is execution. Holy moly. That's a little extreme. Because I've got it highlighted. What if we encouraged it? Alright, let's start simple. What if we tolerate it? Legalize but don't promote this issue. Now, we don't have an info station, though, so we can't tell people about this. We can't apparently just go out, lean out the door and go, hey guys, prostitution, we're chill on that. You know, we're not really promoting it, but we're not really going to hunt you down if you're doing it, so, you know, you be you. We can't lean out the door in doing that. Okay, there's nothing new to worry about if we do this, except the issue will carry on. This isn't anything the state should be getting involved with. I'm inclined to agree with that, actually. We've got better things to worry about. Again, inclined to agree with that. Let's leave it up to individuals to deal with and move on. I'm actually on board with all of that, but we can't do anything about it because we don't have an info station. Okay, everybody back out of here. Oh, and I can't quite build the info station because we're still really low on masonry. Okay, let's actually deal with that. Why don't we focus on masonry for right now? Just try and get whatever masonry you can. I'll go back here because this seemed to be pretty good for masonry, and then hopefully that'll be enough materials to get done what we need to get done. The problem with me doing that, though, is I'm only looking for masonry, and it's taking longer. I am finding some, but it's taking a lot longer because I'm only focused on that one thing. All right, I'm going to get whatever masonry I can, and then I'm going to unfocus that. I'm going to unprioritize that because, well, we'll get masonry eventually. It'll all happen. It's all going to be fine. We were short of lumber last time. Now we're short of bricks. It'll all work itself out. So I'm going to unprioritize that. I'm going to send me back to go scavenge this area. Because why not? We may as well get some more stuff out of there. And it seems to be pretty good for masonry in general. And then finally, we're getting the info station. This definitely needs to live right here. Yeah, I'm surprised actually that doesn't have a radius. That would be the one thing I think would have a radius, considering it's literally a radio tower. But okay, that's fine. I guess the workers are really the guys who are going out and saying, hey, here's our new laws and our new issues and ideas and stuff, rather than the actual broadcasting thing. Yes, I know. I've got it. Yes, when the screen shakes, it's because I'm doing a thing. It's fine. Thank you. I noticed the things that needed to be repaired have been repaired. So our repair folks are doing their job. I'm going to jump in on why do we have vacant construction? Why is there nobody building things? You guys are here, right? Yeah, you're all at work. Did you want to get going on this thing? Did you show up for work, guys? No, just me. I'm the only one building this. That's weird. Maybe they're on break. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting it done just fine. I don't really need their help. I'm cruising through this. Now, citizens are whining because we don't have an equal number of all morale buildings. Okay, I would assume that that's the... Yeah, morale. Okay, so theater, chapel, and tavern. That's fine. We'll put up a chapel. It will be a black church to our dark overlord, but we will put up a chapel. I mean, I did sign up for, a certain amount of religion here. Let's get this. Let's keep working with this concentric rings thing. The church of our dark overlord can live over there. Hopefully that will get more than 19% of you people involved in what we're doing here. You need some employees. There you go. Baz, Lola, and Elsa, you are going to spread the word about some laws that we're going to work on here. So what if we looked at tolerate? What if we looked at encouraging it? What's not to love about people doing this sort of thing? Well, I don't disagree with that. Let's tell the people we don't just tolerate this lifestyle, we embrace it. And it's going to occur more often. All right. News spreads. If survivors in the wasteland start hearing rumors that we're a place where they can get away with this, we'll be crawling with similar people. What? People who enjoy that sort of thing? Is that really the worst thing in the world? We are going to... let's just do tolerate. Because I think if this were a real world scenario, if I was actually in charge of this town, that would actually be my position. Yeah, if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All right, I am going to judge this. Yes, we tolerate prostitution here in Atomic Davetopia. If you want to do that, you are welcome to do that. If you don't want to do that, you are welcome to not do that. And the black church to our dark overlord is done and needs a priest. No surprise there. Let's get you some employees. Apparently you need 4 of them. Well, yeah, it is a lot of work doing this. So, okay, patrons, nobody yet. Well, you can only serve 5 people at a time. Well, with 4 employees and 5 people, that's a very one-on-one service to our dark overlord. I also think I just constructed it backwards. No, it's okay. It's fine. The door is on the correct side. Okay, there you go, folks. Hopefully that's going to increase the popularity of our dark overlord around here, and you'll start taking what I say seriously instead of at a 19% level of seriousness. That is an excellent place to call it on Atomic Society for today. We got a lot done. We built a lot of stuff here. This town is really starting to come along. I think next time we've once again got to focus on food and water, but everything's sort of starting to come together here. So we'll do a little more of this next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. What does that mean, Deja? That's the strangest thing I've ever seen in a game, and I've been playing video games since Pong. I have perpetually and consistently blown all of my money on decoratives in any tycoon game I've ever played. Finally, somebody has recognized my effort and given me an award for it. Hello, miss? I would like to purchase some baked goods and a cappuccino. To go, please. I've got things to do around here.